Win of the season. Nemish Queta was great. Luka Garza also great. Wednesdays, they beat the Grizzlies by 36. Today, they try to slow down the beer. James Harden and the Clippers in town. Next. Welcome to TD Garden, where the Celtics have had 3 days off, their longest rest of the season so far, and today they try to get back to 500 as they take on LA. Happy Sunday, everybody. Can't wait to watch it with you. Alongside Brian Scalabrine and Abby Chin, I'm Drew Carter and Scal. James Harden, he's getting older. Guy's still cooking.
Yeah, he can still do his thing, and it doesn't really matter. He can shoot the three from the outside. He gets downhill, still drawing contact. James Harden, you would have thought, would have slowed down. Maybe 5 years ago, I would have thought he slowed down, but the guy spends time in the gym every summer working on trying to get his game right. Body still feels great, and he's having a good year for the Clippers. Speaking of an unreal game the other night, Payton Pritchard was knocking him down from three. He put up a big-time game. Playground P going isolation, and then a new side of him, playmaker P. I thought his passing was the best part of this game. Here he is getting downhill, throwing it up and throwing it down. Pritchard needs to be that guy today against the Clippers.
Celtics basketball on NBC Sports Boston is brought to you in part by TD Bank. Bank of the Boston Celtics, member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. By Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. By Arbella Insurance, here for New England, here for good. By South Coast Health, providing exceptional care from people who care. South Coast Health, advanced medicine, more care. By your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years.
Life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics.
All right, Joe, coming off 3 days off, longest break between games of the season so far. What'd you guys work on? What'd you accomplish in the last 3 days?
Yeah, offense, defense, execution, just continuing to get better at the things we need to get better at on both ends of the ball. Obviously, rest is important, and it's a good opportunity for us today against a good Clipper team.
How do you feel like the team handled the 13 games in 23 days, and then how do you think it could be different today with more rest?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you just play the games that are on your schedule. We've had moments of good basketball. We've had moments where, where we can be better. So we just got to continue to chip away at playing the consistent identity that we've put forth out there for as long as we can within a game. That starts tonight against the Clippers.
On Wednesday against Memphis, Nemi and Luka both played great. How do you feel about your center rotation right now?
Yeah, they're playing well. Every night it's a different matchup. It's a different opportunity. They just got to continue to get better on both ends of the ball. Matchup
today with Ivica Zubac, who was second-team All-Defense last year, one of the best centers in the league. What challenges does he present?
He's physical on both ends of the floor. They do a good job of going to him on the left block, and he's been efficient in that. And then defensively, he's got good rim protection. So we've got to be sharp on our execution. We've got to be physical on our defense with him.
And the head of the snake, James Harden, coming off another 40-point triple-double. How do you deal with him?
Yeah, it's just the points that you can control. He's a great player. He's going to make some shots. We got to do a great job defending without fouling. We got to do a great job taking away some of the tendencies that he's good at. We got to guard him with all five guys and pick and roll, and just take away the things that we can control.
All right, good luck. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
All right, coming up, the Celtics, well-rested, ready to go on a Sunday afternoon against the Clippers, and we will tip it next.
When I got the ball, I'm going to push it as fast as possible, attacking. When I'm playing that way, I'm at my best.
Oh, Payton Pritchard, shot out of a cannon.
I think we all have that similar mindset of going out there and imprinting the game with effort and energy. And
Garza
working on the glass.
Tommy Point, Luka Garza.
Everybody's super bought in and super open to learning and growing and seeing what we need to do to win these games.
The starting lineups today brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Experience the difference. And Jordan is back in the starting lineup for the Celtics. Second game in a row for Walsh, along with White, Pritchard, Brown, and Queta. For the Clippers, Harden, Chris Dunn, the Connecticut native, Derek Jones Jr., John Collins, and Zubac. Key matchup is presented by Subaru of New England. Fall in love with a brand new all-wheel drive Subaru. This is from when the Clippers were here last November.
Yeah, last November, but look at that. Queta, still a net rating darling, and Zubac is good. He is a big-time impactful player, both ends of the floor, and he's really good when you add him with James Harden, who drops dimes. Still, he's like LA Fitness James Harden.
36 years old, Harden still playing at a high level. The health report is by South Coast Health, providing exceptional care from people who care. Celtics healthy aside from Jason Tatum, who just crossed the 6-month mark from his Achilles injury, which was May 12th. And he knows Tyronn Lue well. Those guys are cousins. For the Clippers, still no Kawhi Leonard. They are riding the struggle bus. This is part of a long road trip for them. They were in Dallas Friday night, went to double overtime, won that game by 6, which snapped a 6-game losing streak. Here's John Collins, in addition this year. Rebound up for grabs, and Chris Dunn comes away with it. You saw the officials, Sean Wright, the crew chief, with J.B. DeRosa and Fennessy Ransom. Here's that matchup, Zubats and Keita. Jones throws it to the Celtics bench.
Celtics respect Zubats that much. They came on the dribble with Payton Pritchard double teaming, forcing the turnover.
There's a look at Kawhi, who doesn't sound like he's very close to a return. He was running stairs here at the Garden a couple hours before tip-off today. He's got a foot issue, and they need him back. Just 4-8, tied for 10th in the West with Utah. D. White on the push shot for the first deuce of the game.
We started the Memphis game the same way. A pin down to a dribble handoff for Derek White. We didn't run that play again, but it seems like the way we started the last 2 games.
Good to get Derek White going early. Here he defends Harden. Keita batted it off the backboard to White. Hits it ahead, Pritchard. Now White switched on to Zubats. Jaylen Brown against James Harden. In and out for JB. Celtics a chance to get back to 500 as they enter today at 6-7. And there's a foul on Pritchard.
Done with a little hesitation, threw Pritchard off right there, got behind the play. Pritchard was maybe a little surprised that he did that hesitation dribble. I think it's a 3 days off. I fully expect us to be a little bit rusty early in this game, and then we're going to hit that overdrive button.
Scal, what about for the Clippers? I mean, this is a 3:30 Eastern time start, 12:30 Pacific time. You played at USC. Does that make a difference at all?
Well, this is a scheduled loss. When you have to travel and then you have the early start, but and they had that double overtime game, so they pretty much took yesterday off, and then they had to kind of walk through and prepare today. So they haven't played basketball in probably 2 days. But we'll see how they fare. Oh, nice play.
Good ball movement. The skip to Walsh. 3 ball was a little strong. Brown chased it down, batted it out to White. Pritchard using the high Keita screen, got to his spot.
Triple. That's tough. That's hitting James Harden with a little bit of his own medicine. The pull-up 3 off the pick and roll.
Little playground P, who was a plus 42 in the win over Memphis Wednesday. Celtics won that game by 36, most lopsided win of the year. Knocked out of bounds by Brown. Stays here.
So Pritchard, getting into his bag a little bit. Comes off the screen, sees a little daylight, lets it fly.
Pritchard finding his stride in his new role this year as a starter.
See if the Celtics double team again. Yes, they do.
Shot clock low, too. That was a good double. Ends up with Derek Jones. Missed the 3. You might remember Derek Jones was a Mavericks starter in the finals a couple years ago, and the Celtics beat him in 5. Get it back in the hands of Pritchard. Again, walks into one. D. White, the offensive rebound. Celtics had 34 second chance points Wednesday against Memphis. Keita drops it in.
Picture perfect spacing. Derek White went baseline. Keita went right to the middle of the key. Celtics starting to look good, Drew. Starting to do just the general basketball things it takes to win.
There's that Harden Zubats pick and roll. The pocket pass. Keita recovered. Zubats likes that hook. Good defense from Keita.
Brown's all over the glass again.
That's 3 rebounds for JB. He plays some bully ball. Celtics ball with 16 to shoot.
All right, so if you could see Keita, he's on the other block, but look at him make himself available. If Zubats is going to engage in the defense, you have to move. Don't stay stationary. Queta moved, got himself a nice little jump hook.
Zubac's second team all defense last year. Could have made all NBA as well. There's JB from the mid-range. He's been an assassin from there.
Doesn't even hit the rim, Drew.
Tyronn Lue has seen enough. Early timeout for the road team as the Celtics off to a flying start, leading at 9-2.
Jaylen Brown getting it going in the mid-range as he has been known to do. Jaylen has never shied away from that part of his game, but this season he's leaning into it even more, becoming something of a maestro in what has become a lost art in today's NBA. JB leads the league in makes, is third in attempts, hitting at a 53% clip. And check out that stat at the bottom. Jaylen's sweet spot between 15 and 19 feet from the basket, which is what he pointed out to us yesterday after practice. Jaylen says those middies have always been something that gets him going. Just seeing a shot go down, as we saw here today, he says that can change the entire momentum of a game for him. And that is something that analytics cannot account for. But also, JB says this year, we've got to take whatever shot we can get. And everybody is encouraging me to be myself, and that is resulting in JB leading this team in scoring, guys.
Yeah, if he's showing those numbers, 36 made shots from 15 to 19 feet. Second in the NBA is Kevin Durant with 20. JB's got almost twice as many from that range as anyone else. Harden sprayed it out to Derrick Jones. He can really fly, trying to get the contact. He did not. The Clippers have started 0 for 5 from the floor. Pritchard leaves it for Brown. He can score inside as well, and Kane is there on the cleanup.
Man, Celtics playing with great energy right now, pushing the ball. And how about Queta on the follow?
Mentioned the 34 second chance points Wednesday against Memphis. That's the Celtics' most in a game since 2008. You know how that season ended. Harden pulls up for 3, and that's their first basket of the game.
Gotta stay attached to James Harden on those plays. He can shoot as good as anybody off those screens.
Brown got caught between a pass and a shot, but he got it back. See if he goes back to that mid-range. Works on Jones. There it is. Off the mark this time. Chris Dunn, the native of New London, Connecticut, played his college ball at Providence. Was a top 5 pick in the draft.
Good stunt by Derek White.
Now it's Walsh defending Harden. James Harden trying to get the contact. He's so good at that and has been for so long.
Bogus call. The bogus call. Watching it for live time. Look at him move his feet. He had his hands up. Come on. There's no way. Watch Queta, front of the rim. He knows what to do with it. Queta's been awesome this year.
Speaking from the Duncan camp, it's all about the dunk.
And I feel like he's going to continue to get better. Just keep doing the small things. He keeps getting better. Getting out of the screen quicker, following the rebound, relocation on dribble penetration. Like, he's just doing the small things that make a player really good in this league.
And how about Harden? Friday at Dallas in the double overtime win. Broke the record for oldest player with a 40-point triple-double. You probably heard of the guy who had the record, Larry Bird. Harden at 36 years old, year 17 from Arizona State. Still playing at a super high level, 25 points and 9 assists per game. Here he defends Brown, who got around him. Out to White, pumped the 3, lost the handle, and he's fouled by Jones.
Derek White did the James Harden and got the call.
James Harden saying, that's my move.
Yeah,
you stole my whole flow.
That's right. If James is going to do it, I'm going to do it. See, isn't it amazing how fast NBA players adapt? Derek White saw James Harden do it right there. The next possession, okay, if that's what we're going to do today, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to try that. I mean, you do see what they're calling, right?
Yeah.
And you go ahead and exploit it?
No, they learn, and it's the reason why these guys are here. They're starters out there. They learn at an incredible rate.
Derek White, a perfect example of that with how he has improved his game going all the way back to high school. No Division I offers. Fast forward a few years, first-round pick, some time in the G League. Ever since the Celtics traded for him a few years ago, he's been one of their top players. Here's John Collins for three, and there's White with the rebound. 4 boards for Derek White. Just over 5 minutes in, the Celtics by 6. Nice move by Brown. Drop it off Keita. Good touch.
How good is Keita playing?
He has become a winning player. Celtics are almost a plus 19 per 100 possessions with Keita on the floor. And outscored by more than 6 per 100 with him off the floor. That's the best differential on the team. There's Keita helping out on Harden. Zubac corrals it. Upstairs, Collins can fly.
That's one of those things where we gave up a dunk, but there's a lot of good things defensively on that possession.
Keita out to Brown. Going it done from the elbow. Lost the handle. Pritchard's left alone. Bullseye.
Nice pass from Jaylen Brown.
Now, JB, just 2 points, but 4 boards and 2 assists. Chris Dunn missed everything. Pritchard's made 2 threes from the same spot on this right wing. Now White tries straight on. It goes. Good roll for Derek White. Another timeout for the Clips.
Celtics rocking and rolling right now. A lot of good things. Shooting the ball well, moving it well. That's why we're up 21-9.
His health and nutrition programs by tuning into the Celtics Instagram and voting for your favorite dunk each week. For each vote, Sun Life will make a donation to the YMCA. Learn more by scanning the QR code on your screen.
Well, we talked about the matchup, Zubac and Keita, but Keita's making it happen. Zubac goes to help. Keita relocates, shows off a little bit of the touch. Saw this one earlier. Jaylen Brown going up, misses. Keita right there, catching and finishing. And here's another one. Right space, right location, and show off your touch. 3 buckets for Keita, and the Celtics right now dominating it early.
So we told you how Keita's been a plus-minus darling. If you look at this lineup for the Celtics, the starters today, they've now played 30 minutes together on the year. They've outscored opponents 83 to 44. Jordan Walsh, the newest starter for the Celtics, defending Harden, who found Zubac.
Design play out of the timeout to get Zubac going.
Pritchard, a long one. He sticks another. Payton Pritchard, his 3rd triple.
I think Pritchard likes playing the point guard position. The ball's in his hands a lot. He's giving it up. He's not just like a guy that specializes in to go out there and shoot or score. He's doing so much more for this team.
Collins lost it. Good hands. Celtics going the other way. Brown pushes tempo and one for Jaylen Brown.
But we love it when the defense turns the offense. Jaylen Brown, too tough in transition. Look how strong he is. Look at the focus. Finishes up, scores it. Man, Celtics rocking right now.
Good to see Jaylen getting out and running, one of the best transition players in the league. These are the bottom 2 in the league in terms of pace. Possessions per game. Clippers 29th, Celtics 30th. JB getting out on the break that time. Here's Bogdanovic, 9th-year pro from Serbia. Dangerous score. Zubac the screen. Bogdanovic kept it away from Keita.
That was tough. I'd like to see that again. How did he get that over Keita?
Jaylen Brown again wasting no time. Jones got a hand on the pass, stays here.
Man, look at Bogdanovic use his body. That was not easy. Man, I was watching the Spurs-Warrior game the other night. Man, Wemby had a block where he was completely out of the position, and he still got the block.
He's unbelievable.
It was a great game. It was last Friday.
You see him dunk on your boy.
Oh, man. That was nasty.
It didn't count.
I know it didn't.
But the smack talk afterward did. There's Pritchard.
Lost it.
The Clippers infusing some youth in their lineup. They put Nicholas Batum and Brook Lopez out there as Harden's blocked by Jaylen Brown. Batum at 36, Lopez at 37. Jaylen Brown flying to the cup.
Good seal by Garza. Jaylen Brown once again out in transition.
And JB with the block on one side, the layup on the other. He's got 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 dimes in this first quarter. Lopez, the roll man, out to Jones in the corner. His three's good.
Both times where we've trapped at half court, we've got burned. Once by a dunk and once by a three.
Clippers 2 of 4 from downtown. Middle of the pack in percentage this year. Anthony Simons first touch. It's Pritchard again. He's smoking. He's smoking.
I'm telling you, man, this guy loves playing the point. Loves having the ball in his hands. Seems so much more comfortable.
The Splash Mountain, Brook Lopez. Been doing that for a long time now. One of the best 7-foot three-point shooters ever.
I don't understand how he can fit on the rides at Disneyland. I don't understand. Early in the first, electric moment is presented by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today. Jaylen Brown says, get it out. James Harden driving. Jaylen Brown's not done. He's out in transition now. Good seal by Luka Garza. And another deuce for JB.
Celtics shooting 60% from the floor, 5 of 8 from downtown, above 60%.
And they have 9 second chance points. So even though they're shooting well, they're also getting offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Clippers have 0 second chance points. Remember early in the season, that's all we talked about with the Celtics. Can they defensive rebound? Josh Minot in the game, finds Garza, good feed and finish.
Good patience by Minot. Takes those 2 big steps. Had the defense committed to him and got Garza a layup.
Celtics with a 15-point lead. Here's Lopez again. And yes, he does love the rides at Disney, him and his brother.
I know, I don't understand how he did it.
Hauser comes up a little bit short. Sam trying to break out of a shooting slump, now 5 of 32 over his last 6+ games. But Hauser still in good spirits. Hit me with a go, pack, go before the game. Here's Nicholas Batum.
I will say, I don't like the Clippers team. They don't play defense, but I think the bench is their strength. They don't play any defense, so I think the bench does have some firepower.
Nice move by Pritchard, working on Jordan Miller here. That'll stay here with 13 to shoot. You know, we see Jeff Van Gundy standing up over there. He came and helped turn them into the 3rd best defense in the league last season. This year, they're 23rd.
Yeah, I don't
Can you explain it?
They don't have the dogs. They don't have young, hungry guys. Old guys don't want to defend.
Better get out to Luka Garza.
I mean, Van Gundy just told him, get out. And Garza stuck another 3.
You can see the steam coming out of JVG's ears. He was with the Celtics as a consultant during their run to the championship in 2024. Harden's blocked, but that's a goaltend.
That's a pretty sick move right there.
Yeah, Minot got it, but it was after the ball hit the backboard. There's Van Gundy. Thrilled.
But they're saying that Garza tipped it first. Oh, he's
we're going to get a challenge here. You can challenge a goaltend. That's what Joe Mazzulla is doing as he talks with JB DeRosa. Minot clearly hit it after the backboard. The question will be, did Garza hit it first? We'll take a look when you come back. This coach's challenge is presented by Sprite. Watch Luka Garza here. Did he get a piece of it first?
He did not.
Which means it is a goaltend and it will likely stand. If Garza blocked it first, then it wouldn't be, but
he did not.
He didn't touch it.
I don't know why the Celtics would do that. You know what I mean? They're usually pretty definitive.
You know, especially early in the game like this. Might be surprised by this call. Sean Wright, in his 21st season as an official, is our crew chief. Joe Mazzulla might be proven correct here. He and the Green Lantern. Let's get the call.
The rule on the floor is going to be overturned as the ball did not have an opportunity to score. The clock is good and there is imminent possession by Boston after after the block, so Boston would get the ball and the clocks are good.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
To not have an opportunity to score.
Basically saying, James Harden, you weren't making that shot anyways.
Almost got away with it.
I haven't seen that call. But they're right. If you look at the way that ball was coming off the backboard, no shot.
Joe still talking with J.B. DeRosa. It's almost like pass interference in football.
Yeah.
If it's an uncatchable pass, there's no PI. Joe upset he had to even use the challenge, but he won it, so he's got a chance to challenge again later in the game. That's Celtics ball, 13 to shoot.
We did something wrong on that play. There was no one in the left corner. I don't know what it was, but spacing was not good.
Ooh, Hauser just got it in. Simons. Now Sanders, Kobe Sanders, the rookie, with an and one.
Kobe Sanders.
Yeah, this lack of execution coming out of the timeout here. No one got open. And here's Sanders in the open court. See, I remember the team last year. The Clipper team had like 4 of those guys. 4 Sanders. And all they did was fly around defensively. Now they have, we know all the names, but they're old.
Even their rookies are old. Kobe Sanders is 23.
Really?
Compared with Jordan Wallace in his 3rd year, he's 21. And Sanders, the 50th pick in the draft, seems like they found something with him. Pritchard still has it, draws 2. Inside Garza, blocked by Lopez. Hauser bats it out. No reset. Minot comes up short on a triple in the last minute of the first quarter. Celtics' largest lead was 16 as Miller draws the foul in the gather. That's 2 shots for Jordan Miller.
Clippers is chipping away right here. In transition, was there a trip? Not really, but Joe didn't really want to use another challenge.
Jordan Miller at the line. And here's a message from FanDuel.
Kicks it out. Steps back. Puts it up.
Bet all your favorite player props on FanDuel. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
A few lefties on the Clippers roster. Jordan Miller, Derek Jones, of course, James Harden. We got some good stats on James Harden and lefties coming for you later on in the show. If you love handedness talk, we've got a graphic for you. Simons missed it from the baseline. Rebound to Batum, who's played well since he came in off the bench. He and Lopez both. This is the Clippers bench mob. No starters in there right now. 6-second split, shot clock and game clock. Miller out to Sanders in the corner. In front of the Celtics bench, the rookie knocks it down.
Man, our bench came out flat. Clippers started chipping away.
They've gotten it down to 7. Pritchard fouled by Lopez. They had one to give.
LA fouls on number 11, Brook Lopez.
So side out for the Celts with 3.8.
2 minutes.
Watch Pritchard going to the backcourt. He's going to try to get a running start here.
This is the time. Going to get out of his slump at buzzer beaters. Missed it.
Online. It's not enough.
Well, Pritchard with 12 points in the first quarter, one off his career high for a first quarter. We are happy to be back on a Sunday afternoon. 7-point lead for the Celtics. The bench will keep working, and we'll keep working on that handshake. In Oyster House. Well, Sunday lunch as you check out the scoreboard, brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Celtics by 7. You like oysters, Scott?
I do, a lot.
Those are great.
I need to go there.
Yeah, we'll go check it out later. Look at the stats by Jason Stone, injury lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone.
I mean, so many good things for us, but the bench. I mean, we only had a 7-point lead. We were up at one point by 16.
Derek Derek White checking his pocket. He's finding some threes in there. 2 for 2. 10 points already for D. White. Yeah, in the first quarter, everyone on the Celtics bench, all 4 guys who played, was -6 or worse. So the Clippers got back into the game. Largest lead was 16 for the C's. Out of bounds. Another turnover for the Clips. Their second. White and Simons in the backcourt. Shireman, Minot, Keita out there for Joe Mazzulla to open this second quarter. White gets open. Defended by Batum. A tough runner. Batum the rebound. That's D. White's first miss. Now 3 for 4 from the floor, 2 for 2 from distance. Lopez deep position on White, got the foul. Free throws coming for Brook Lopez.
Got to recognize that right away. Lopez posted up the first possession, did not get the ball this time. That's way too deep. Look at that. Almost in the restricted area on the catch. There's nothing Derek White could do. Usually, if you're really on top of it, you can scram a guy out. The big will come, he'll yell scram. Derek White would get out. That would be Keita's responsibility. I'm not sure. I don't know if they do that. We haven't played many post-up players this season.
Hey, Monday at 6, catch another edition of The Breakdown. Phil Perry and Ted Johnson talk about the key plays from the Patriots-Jets game. The Breakdown is presented by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, the name to know when drains don't flow. Relaxing Sunday for Patriots fans. They beat the Jets Thursday. 9-2 now. First place in the AFC.
I need a scouting report on my desk by Monday.
Why are you looking at me?
For next week.
Talk to Phil Perry and Ted Johnson.
No, well, you know what? I'm going to watch the breakdown. I got to do some football talk.
Are you on the breakdown?
No, I'm on something different, but I got to actually talk about the game like I know it. So I'm definitely watching that show.
There's a travel by Simons. What are you going on? Julian Edelman's podcast?
No, somewhere else. I'm not telling you, but you'll find out when it comes out.
It's a public appearance, right?
Yeah, you'll find out when it comes out, but I just want to know, so I'm not, guessing.
I'm going to tell you everything wrong.
I'm not listening to you then. Because you're a hater.
I'm a saboteur.
You are a saboteur.
Here's Jordan Miller. Top of the key 3. That would have made it a 5-point game. Offensive rebound. Sanders. Good hands. Keita almost tied him up. Batum now to the corner. Nemi on the closeout. Working hard on this stretch. Bogdanovich got around him. Great recovery. Batum banked it in.
I don't like where this is going. Let's get back on track here. This Clipper bench has really made an impact in this game.
The Celtics played about 37 seconds of good defense there.
Not good enough, though.
Clippers bench dominating the Celtics bench.
This is the defense I remember the Clippers had last year.
Yeah, keeping Simons toward the sideline. Clippers have cut it all the way to 5. Lopez dribbling 40 feet from the basket. Keita on the perimeter again with Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich in the lane. Wild flip. Shot clock violation. Never hit the rim.
Good defense by the Celtics.
Celtics ball from Celtics number 7, Jaylen Brown back.
JVG.
He's into this. I feel like he likes coaching this group. And in the other group, he didn't seem as aggressive. I'm not saying he doesn't like coaching those other guys, but it just doesn't look like it.
13-2 run for the Clippers. It's been all bench for them. White online for 3.
He's back. Derek White that we expected to start the season.
3 for 3 on triples. Celtics as a team shooting 61.5% from long range. Miller, that decel step. Keita, more great defense from Nemi. Now White keeps his eyes up, fouled by Sanders. He's saying he was in the gather. We'll see what they say.
All right, so Derek White has been struggling from 3, but now he's shooting with a ton of confidence. Off the jab, dribble, and shot. He's got a new celly, too. You got to get all over that.
Yeah, I know what it is. Maybe he said on the White Noise podcast what it is. He's pleading his case that should have been a shooting foul. Instead, it's a side out. Luka Garza returns, replaces Queta.
Interesting that Zubac and Garza will end up matching up here, because Queta did a good job against Zubac.
And Zubac over at the scores table, ready to check in. Brown hits White. Ooh, almost banked one in. Garza the offensive rebound. That's his best skill. White with the spin. Nice move, but missed the shot. Pritchard and White combined for 44 points Wednesday against the Grizzlies, their best combined scoring night of the season. And a good start for them today. Both 4 for 7 from the floor. They've combined for 25 already.
Into the game, replacing Brook Lopez.
Zubac replaces Lopez. Batum the inbounder. Gets it back from Bogdanovic. Missed the three. Sanders the offensive rebound. Miller attacks the closeout. Got White in the air. Bogdanovic has to fire. Shireman, good defense.
That hit the rim?
No.
Oh, that's shot clock violation then. I got to see that again. By the way, I'm going to shout out Baylor Shireman, man. If we watched that last possession, he was flying all over the place. So, see, did this ball hit the rim or not? Yeah, it did hit the rim. It sure did. How fortunate is that for the Clippers?
Looked like it did from our angle.
No, but no one really went nuts except for us. So I have to assume that they're right.
So short rest for Queta, comes right back in.
Maybe give him 2 minutes to match him back up with Zubac.
Seems like Queta does well in that matchup.
But man, we kind of lost our mojo here. We got to get it back. And T. Lue, he'll bench the starters.
Oh, nice save by Batum. Harden got his hands in there first. Pritchard, the only starter who's on the bench right now for the Celtics. Walsh, he's got it. Jordan Walsh ahead of the pack. No foul. Batum with the recovery. That's out of bounds. Celtics ball. But yeah, Nicholas Batum turning back the clock there.
Man, I love the play. Jordan Walsh playing a little defense. Comes up with a loose one. And then look at Batum. Run him down. Get a good block. And then Walsh almost landed on Shireman. Fouled him, but Shireman had to play through it.
It's a heck of a play by Batum. 18-year pro. A lot of attention for Brown. Got it out to Shireman. Good skip pass. Jordan Walsh on the glass, and the rebound to Zubac, averaging double-digit rebounds again. He's got 3 today. Good ball movement for the Clippers. Sanders air ball. Brown sees a lane. All the way. A little jelly for Jaylen.
Yeah, Zubac saw Brown and said, you know what? I'm not even going to react to this. I don't think I can handle that Ferrari coming right at me.
Harden stood up at half court. Shireman chasing him around. Walsh picked his pocket. Jordan Walsh not going to miss this time.
The Celtics are back, and they got back with their defense. How about Jaylen Brown in transition? Just elevate. No one can do anything about it.
They are going for their 7th win of the season. That would put them at 500. And while the Celtics still remain in the bottom half of the Eastern Conference standings, there are a lot of signs, a lot of positivity, and room for encouragement. If you take a look at the advanced numbers for these Celtics, somehow they are in the top 10 in the NBA in offensive rating, defensive rating, and net rating. And while those numbers may be a little deceiving because of the Celtics blowout wins and close losses, Joe Mazzulla told us the other night the one thing that stands out to him about this group, 13 games in, is that the care factor is there. He said the most important thing you want is a competitive character and a care factor and a willingness to want to go after the process. I think we have that. He said, clearly, I know we've got to play better, especially in those clutch moments, but we have got to keep that care factor up, and I believe in this group that they will.
Yeah, a lot of the numbers, like the record, has to do with our clutch numbers, which aren't very good. But outside of that, I see some good basketball being played.
Batum missed a three. Walsh the rebound. The Celtics just 2 and 5 in the clutch, which are games within 5 points in the final 5 minutes. Brown on the midi. Oh yeah, living right.
He knows. He gave a shout out to the basketball gods. All right, I'm living right, thank you.
Pointed to the sky. 11 points for Jaylen Brown. Harden got rid of Shireman. He's missed more threes than anyone in NBA history. He's second in makes, only Steph Curry with more. Zubats gets by Garza. Shireman came over to tag him. Really good team defense there, Garza and Shireman. Celtics lead is back up to 12. Brown operating. Free throw line jumper falls.
It's actually really cool that he shoots the midi because no one else does in the league. Like maybe KD, a little bit SGA, but I could say that JB is going to be king of the midi here.
Harden thought he was fouled. Zubats with the tap back. And Tyler talked about it before the game. He said, people don't really shoot mid-range anymore. I want us to shoot it if teams are giving it up. That's what Jaylen Brown's been doing. There's White in the mid-range.
Yeah. You gotta remember when the whole we stopped shooting mid-range, a lot of that was based off of isolation, and there's so many better shots in that, and I think guys are getting them now. Pick and roll.
It's a nice pocket pass. Harden to Collins.
Harden's always been an elite passer. You watch him play, basketball comes easy to him.
It's Harden's second assist. White's got a game-high 15. Kick it out. Shireman for three.
And a kiss. Blown to the Clipper bench.
He is not bashful. Harden again finds Zubats. Open man is Collins. Corner three won't go. White's got 6 rebounds. Jaylen Brown soaring in. And one, JB.
Joe Mazzulla talked about wanting to run more, play faster. Well, you got the guy to do it, Jaylen Brown. In fact, I think that's his 3rd bucket in transition today. He's so good. Watch him protect the ball, go up, and the jelly. And just like that, lead push back up.
Now the Celtics starters came back in and settled this game down. You're looking at fast break points, 14 zip. Dunn flashes, open three. Out of the Zubats double. And the rebound to Pritchard. Hit it ahead for White, who's had a terrific first half. 19-6 burst here for the C's. It's Brown, the step back three. Garza creates the offensive rebound for White. Now Brown into Zubats. Dunn tried to save it and was clotheslined by Garza, who checks on him, helps him up. The foul's on Luka.
Good job, man, playing at the rim by both teams. Officials doing a really good job in this game of just calling it consistently, letting things go. I like it.
There's 6 fouls on each team. Harden turning the corner out to Dunn, gets by White. Jones spots up, hits the three. Joe Mazzulla will take his timeout.
Yeah, he's
3:04 to play.
He asked the official if he can make that.
The current score is now
Karn from the Experience Abu Dhabi Cam. It's brought to you by Experience Abu Dhabi. Discover more about the incredible city at visitabudabi.ae.
I bet this camera got a lot of good shots of Jaylen Brown, especially in the second quarter. There he is again in transition. That's the jelly roll, but he's not done. He's doing everything. Getting into his bag, step back, hit, living right, and he shouts out the basketball gods. There he is again. Pull up. There's a midi. Talked about that midi. Good job by Abby Chin. And then in transition again, protecting the ball and one. 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field. 1 assist for Jaylen Brown in the second quarter.
And by the way, you were right, Scal, about that 3 by Derek Jones. Looked at in the break, overturned to a 2, so that's a correct score. Celtics by 16. Keita.
He got pushed.
No foul. They are letting them play. Nemi recovering. Inside, it's Jones. Not even close. 3-on-3 on the break. Pritchard's the trailer. A rebound to Harden. Hit in the face. That's a foul.
Yeah, just the third. So pretty much that foul doesn't hurt him at all.
Alex foul is on number 88. Louis Keita. That's his first.
Joe Mazzulla.
Same what I said. Keita got pushed.
Let's check the game leaders, brought to you by Arbella Insurance. Here for New England, here for good. Balanced effort, Brown, White, and Pritchard, the 3 Celtics in double figures. For the Clippers, top scorer is Batum and Sanders, tied with 6. Harden is just 1 for 6 shooting. He's got 5 points. Collins gets it back and hits the jumper.
Celtics will live with that, especially off to the double team from Zubac.
Brown trying to go to work, lost it, and Jones in some pain, hanging on to his right knee.
Oh, he did something really bad.
Never like to see that.
Oh.
Derek Jones, one of the best athletes in the league.
Jaylen Brown had the ball, he lost it, and dove on the floor after it. Oh no. Yeah, those are all tough. Anytime a guy gets, rolled up on or hit when that foot is into the ground, it's tough.
The ruling on the floor is being challenged.
LA is taking a timeout for a coach's challenge on the last call on the court.
All right. Clippers challenge. We'll have the call when we return. Coach's challenge is presented by Spray.
Out of bounds is being
Here's
challenged.
the call.
But however, prior to the out of bounds, there was a foul that was proximate to the
they're
play
looking for
by
the
Jaylen
proximate
Brown,
foul.
making contact
Sounds
with
like
the
they
lower
got
leg
it
of the offense,
as Sean Wright makes the
overturning
call.
To Clippers ball, side out, and clocks are good.
So it's going to be a foul on Brown, and here you see Derrick Jones Jr. leaving, and you just hate to see that.
Yeah, no doubt.
28 years old, 10th year from UNLV. Mentioned played in the finals with the Mavericks, lost to the Celtics. Now with the Clippers in year 2, and the injuries continue to mount for LA. Bradley Beal out for the year with a hip. Kawhi's missed a bunch of time, and Derrick Jones leaves with a knee injury. Tumultuous couple of months for Kawhi Leonard, but when he's played, again, he's been super productive.
Man, when I watch him play, I can be convinced he's the best player in the NBA. But you got to play all the time to be the best player in the NBA. But you can't even go anywhere he's at. He's like a 15-foot radius of where you can't attack.
You just don't want to dribble around him, right?
Nah, he's really strong. He's great defensively. He's tough, man.
Zubats.
That is tough.
6 points, 4 rebounds for Ivica Zubats. 6 in a row for the Clippers. They've cut it to 12. Jeff Van Gundy yelling ice. Kata out top. Shot clock gets late. Harden defends Brown. Almost stole it. JB got it back. Tough one. Oh, Jaylen Brown, the interception nearly, but Zubats got it back. Harden lob it. Collins came down and makes this a 10-point game. 8 straight points for LA.
Man, it's just been a game of runs back and forth.
Bogdanovich came into the game for Jones. Both teams have their starters out there. Final minute of the second quarter. Good first half for Pritchard. And that continues as he gets all the way in.
Yeah. Pritchard countered the pressure from Dunn. And that's exactly what you want to do if a guy's pressuring you. You got to watch out for the 2-for-1 from Harden.
He is a basketball savant. Sets up Dunn. Missed the 3. And Zubats had it for a second. Kata took it away. 6-second split between shot and game clock. White out to Brown, the no-look feed. Kata, the cleanup.
Love that play. Brown got open because Kata rolled, and then Kata got great position because of the Brown shot. So that's teamwork.
Walsh draws the Harden assignment. Final shot of the quarter. Harden, the step back over 2 defenders. I think White got a piece of that. One of them did. One of the W's. Good defense from the Celtics. Stay tuned for Celtics Halftime Live with Giles and Eddie, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. The block was by Jordan Walsh. Good first half for the C's, Scal.
It started on their defensive end. They got out in transition. Clippers responded with the bench. That'll be a big key in the second half.
Abby?
Yeah, guys, here with Derek White. Derek, it feels like they're letting you play. What do you think of the physicality in that first half?
I feel like every game is a little different, so you got to figure out what you can get away with, what you can't, and we got to be better at finishing quarters.
You guys started out fresh. This was a game of runs, though. What needs to carry over into the second half?
Yeah, I feel like we've been good for 10 minutes of the quarters. Those last 2 minutes of both quarters, we got better, so just got to finish the game.
Derek, thank you. Best of luck in the second half. Celtics up 14 at the break. Don't go anywhere. Halftime Live is next.
Jordan Walsh, not going to miss this time. The Sights and Sounds are brought to you by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Welcome back to the Garden on this Sunday afternoon. Celtics by 14 over the Clippers as we start the third quarter. Let's check in with Abby Chin. What'd you hear at halftime, Abby?
Thanks, guys. Speaking with assistant coach Tony Dobbins, I asked him, off of my conversation with Derek White, what can they do better to close out quarters? And he said, really, it's the same thing that we have done to find success throughout the game, and it's not foul, pull down boards, and not commit live ball turnovers. So he said we've just got to continue to do those things and finish strong. As for this second half, he said we really have done a good job. Our awareness of James Harden, we've got to keep that up, get stops, and get out in transition.
The rebounds have been big. 10 offensive rebounds for the Celtics. That's been big. But for the Clippers, their bench. And everyone's talked about their bench being good. When you see them live, you realize it. Celtics going to be up for the challenge when the Clipper bench comes in the game.
Let's take the first half stats by Jason Stone Injury Lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone.
And all the stats point good stuff towards Celtics. But somehow, I mean, the Clippers, I don't call it this striking distance, but they are right there.
They're in striking distance of being in striking distance. Stick play off the mark. Rebound to John Collins. The Celtics starters, a big plus across the board. Good hands from Walsh. Another great play from Jordan Walsh. He was a plus 21 in the first half. Brown a plus 22 and White a plus 23. Oh, Pritchard, you gonna leave him that wide open? What are you doing?
Well, he read all the read. He went to Kata, someone went. He looked cross court. A Clipper defender went there, and they left Pritchard wide open.
Great game for Pritchard. Shooting it well. That's a carry. Whoa.
Yeah, you don't see James Harden do that very often.
How many times has he been called for that in his career? As Tyronn Lue looks on. You know, Tyronn Lue got his start in coaching with the Celtics back in 2009.
It was awesome, man. He was great for our team. He was a great assistant coach.
Director of basketball development. Pascal was on the team. Here's Pritchard again.
Man, just like that. I really like Pritchard being on the ball more. And look at Jordan Walsh with a good defense.
Here's Collins. Walsh defending him, called out for a travel. Now he switched down to Harden, 5 to shoot. Bogdanovich in there for Derek Jones, who got hurt late first half. Kata with the steal. Pritchard hits White, the Euro. Walsh the tap back. Tyronn Lue says, that's enough. What a start to the third for the Celtics, an 8-0 burst, plus 22 now. Celebration by joining us at TD Garden. Visit Celtics.com/ticks to find tickets. Great way to spend some of the holidays.
Maybe you'll get a chance to see Pritchard. Man, 6 threes already. Second half just started. And it started early, coming off that screen and roll, pop. Getting going here, loose basketball. Remember, Celtics get a ton of second chance opportunity. Another high pick and roll, you don't switch out. Good ball movement, quick hands. I like these last ones. Here's the one on pick and roll. 2 guys drop. You're going to leave the guy wide open. He's the hottest guy in the gym. And then just moving his feet, get him down, and a flick of the wrist. 6 3-pointers for Payton Pritchard already.
Yeah, nice shooting day for Payton Pritchard. 6 of 9 from downtown.
Ooh, that was close to an 8-second violation.
Good defense from the Celtics, Pritchard and Walsh. For Pritchard, 20 points, 6 threes, a new season high, and the second half just started. Here's Harden, blocked by Kata, good recovery.
Oh, they got a foul.
It's on Walsh, yeah, the foul's on Walsh. Definitely not Nene, that was all ball.
But watch what James Harden does here. Watch how he takes up the space against Walsh, right? Here comes that inside step, and then that's a sell. James Harden really strong, can play through contact really well.
Walsh's second foul. He's the first Celtic with 2 fouls today. We teased this earlier, Scal. Left-handed all-time scoring leaders. And interest in this, James Harden for players of any handedness is 13th. Carmelo Anthony's next on the list for him. But then the Admirals next. Lanier 3rd. Lenny Wilkins, the late great Lenny Wilkins, is 7th on that list. And for the Celtics, Bill Russell has the most points by a lefty all time.
Oh. 27, man. That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of buckets. Pritchard again. The guy is making string music. He had 6. Now he's got 7. Harden draws the foul on Walsh again.
That's how he got 28,000 points. A lot of free throws. It's a pretty good position, but watch how James Harden just sells it. Right here, look at that lead arm. He feels Walsh's arm in his path, just goes right up through Walsh and gets 2 free throws out of it.
Hey, people get mad at SGA for going to the free throw line. James Harden was doing it before.
Oh, yeah.
He's not new to this. No. He's true to this. Here's a message from Zenny.
Basketball is all about vision. Seeing things on the court and setting your sights on something bigger. Clear vision is everything.
Harden splits him. Lead is 22. Celtics are 4 for 4 at the free throw line as a team. James Harden on his own is 5 for 6. White with a step and the deuce.
I love that action.
You see the Celtics do that early in games a lot, getting Derek White involved. He and Pritchard have now combined for 40. So they combined for 44 against Memphis the other night. Clippers have yet to take a shot.
All right, take a look at this play, Drew. Look at the action. As this comes, just keep your eye out on Payton Pritchard. He's right there. As he comes up, and then look at his defender stop it. That's Chris Dunn. Look at all that lane, but watch what the defender goes. Go. He's so worried about Pritchard that Derek White gets a free run all the way to the basket.
That's that gravity.
Well, when you have a guy that's made 7 3-pointers, and we see Steve Kerr do it all the time with Steph. Use the greatest threat in the building as a decoy, and you'll get a bunch of wide open shots.
After the 3 seconds, Harden made the free throw, side out. There he goes again, out to Collins for 3. Way short. Hit Zubac's in the hands. No reset. Collins upstairs.
That's a tough finish by Collins. And you know what? You can't get mad at Kate. That ball was an air ball. It's hard to rebound air balls.
10 points for John Collins, Clippers leading scorer. Harden still with 9. Brown, the cut. Ooh. Can't finish. Great find from White. Walsh got the block on Harden. How about Jordan Walsh?
He's got great pursuit of the ball.
Yeah. The length, the quickness, the instincts, it's all there for the 21-year-old Jordan Walsh. Pritchard. Yes, sir! Payton Pritchard, 8 triples. Dunn missed it. White got a hand on the rebound. Walsh secures it. Look out, Payton Pritchard. He's earned a heat check. Around the K to screen. White almost got away with one, but there's a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. 3rd foul on the Celtics in the quarter.
All right, let's go back to the defense real quick. James Harden, you know he's coming off the screen. Feels like he has a free run at it with Jordan Walsh. All you got to do is get a fingertip on it. And then here's number 8 for Payton Pritchard.
Number 30, Sam Hauser into the game, replacing Jaylen Brown.
This is pro MP type.
I know. Dick Lipe, you got a career high for Pritchard on threes? It's got to be 10, right?
Probably in that game where he and White both had 40.
Yeah, it's 10.
That was the game. 10 threes for Pritchard that night. Out of bounds off of Hauser. It'll stay here with 11 to shoot.
I was walking in today. Saw somebody there. You know, we're 6 and 7 right now, but we're playing good basketball. There's a lot of good things we're doing. We have to figure some things out. But I'm seeing the weaknesses I saw in the first 4 games are disappearing. They're becoming strengths of ours.
There's a foul on Hauser, already 4 on the Celtics in the quarter. And you know, Scal, the record 6 and 7, but the net rating for the Celtics 7th in the league. Only team in the Eastern Conference top 10 in offense and defense.
Yeah, we're just been poor in those clutch games. Those are the games you have to kind of figure out. But this is a great time. These next 3 games coming up.
Harden with the air ball. He'll stay here out of bounds. 7 on the timer. Playing Brooklyn twice. Fly to New York tomorrow, and then the Nets come here for a cup game Friday. They are struggling.
Oh, they really don't play any defense.
Yeah, not a great start for Brooklyn. Zubac's right into the chest of Garza. That's an and one. And the Clippers already in the bonus. That's 5 fouls on the Celtics in the third.
Yeah, this is the NBA basketball at its finest. Watch how far Luka flies backwards. Like those old videos of the guy taking the cannonball to the belly. Yeah. Usually guys in the NBA can stand their ground, but Zubac is big and strong. Good player, too.
That might have been what it would look like if the Jokic brothers fought the Morris brothers. He's moving them.
With that same play again.
Yep, White trying to get downhill. Instead, he slams the brakes. Too strong on the three. Rebound Bogdanovic. 3-on-2 for the Clippers. Harden spots up. Missed the threes. Fouled by Garza. The fouls are starting to mount. Clippers not making any progress on the scoreboard, but this has slowed the game down.
Yeah, remember having Chin talk to Tony Dobbins. Got to still play defense without fouling. And right now, that's not happening in this second half.
James Harden at the line with 3 shots.
Yeah, it's just a mental mistake. You do your best, you challenge, but you don't want to give James Harden 3 free throws.
Free throws 8, 9, and 10 coming here for Harden. Here's a message from Ace Ticket.
Boston's own Ace Ticket has great seats for all Celtics games. Guaranteed lower prices. Local company, great prices. Visit aceticket.com right now.
I think you got to give James Harden a lot of credit. The guy just plays, loves to play, puts up big numbers. I mean, 51 minutes for him Friday was a career high in a regular season game. He's 36. Come out here and play again. Walsh to Garza on the interior. Find White, wing 3. Rebound Bogdanovic. Clippers trying to just chip away. Bogdanovic gets 2. Yeah, body hit the floor. Yes. That basket will not count. Foul on Zubac.
Zubac wants a flop on Garza, but it felt like he tackled him.
That's his first.
All right, keep your eye out in the paint. So on the drive, so you're allowed to like duck in, but you're not allowed to kind of like dislodge a guy if you're facing him.
White drops it off. Luka Garza for the deuce.
Great timing by Derek White. He waited till Zubac committed to him before he made that pass.
How about Derek White? 17 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Chris Dunn for 3. And Joe Mazzulla will stop it here.
Yeah, those are the ones you want to give up. You want to make sure you don't give up corner threes off dribble penetration. Take those away.
Still a 17-point lead for the Celtics.
Great win on Thursday night. And look who's in the house. Christian Gonzalez and Travion Henderson. Christian sitting courtside for this one. The Celtics up big here over the Clippers. Boston had 3 days off, and they made the most of it. Here's to the doers, presented by Honeydew. Fuel your day with festive favorites. The Celtics getting out in the community. Thursday night, Jaylen Brown's Juice Foundation hosted its first ever bowling tournament to benefit the Boys and Girls Club. Teammates, coaches, and even Whit Grossbeck was there to support. Over the weekend as well, Jason Tatum's foundation handed out hundreds of Thanksgiving meals in his hometown of St. Louis for the 2nd year in a row. On Friday, the team hosted a playbook initiative as part of Celtics United. And this morning, on Kids Day at TD Garden, Luka Garza surprised kids from the Hoop Collaborative. Scal, you were part of that event at the Auerbach Center last week. How impactful are those?
It was good, and it's good for me too. And these young, they're trying to coach the future leaders in this area, and it's not an easy thing to do. Taking kids who are in junior high or high school and telling them to go back to their communities and stand up and fight, or to help out in those tough conversations. I thought it was a really good event.
Yeah, the Celtics and the Shamrock Foundation do such a great job at taking advantage of the Celtic stature in the community to make it a better place, and the players are all on board with it. It's cool to see. Hauser got rid of Collins, missed the 3. And Chris Dunn with the rebound. By the way, I want to go meet Travion Henderson after the game. I love that guy. Been balling for my fantasy team lately. Never lost faith.
You and your fantasy stuff, man.
There's Zubac.
How about for the Patriots? How about for New England?
Oh, of course. Well, that's first, but then, you know, sidebar. He is playing great for the team, my team. It's been cool to see rookie Travion Henderson. We know how good Christian Gonzalez is. Those Pats, they're rolling now. White left it short. Collins, the board, 15-point game. Largest lead was 24.
Been a game of runs. I feel like the Clippers are on their run right now.
That's Harden with 2 more. This is out of the Celtics timeout. 13-2 now is the extended run.
And here comes Jaylen Brown. He had an early sub. Jaylen Brown subbed out, I think it was about 7 minutes to go. Coming right back in it.
Oh, Pritchard, great find. Hauser slump continues. Guards of the offensive board. Pritchard trying to split him. Tangled up. Zubac will be called for the foul.
Well, Pritchard saw his sliver. Oh, it's a great angle. Sees the gap right there, and he goes for it. It's a tough. I mean, that could have went either way. The way they're calling it today, they could have swallowed the whistle on that play.
Yeah, is Zubac entitled to that space, or is that really a trip?
I think anytime a guy trips, it's a foul. So it's a risky play, but it worked out for Pritchard.
Brown back in there, defended by Dunn. Ooh, stops on a dime. And Zubac's rebound. Here's Chris Dunn.
We're not getting anything to the basket.
Collins deep position. And they score again, and Joe Mazzulla will cut another timeout. So the lead has gone from 24 to 11 as the Clippers show some fight.
We've been dealing with this all game. Great start. Clipper bench fights back. It's just been a game of runs. Luckily for us, we have a big cushion, but Clippers have responded. They have a lot of fight in them.
And here's a message from our sister station, NBC 10 Boston.
Hey, Celtics fans, I hope you can join me, Colton, and Pete weeknights at 11. We'll get you caught up on the biggest news headlines and weather only on NBC 10 Boston, news worthy of you.
All right, let's take a look at how the Clippers are doing it. We're shooting a lot of jump shots. Clippers aren't settling right now. Look at James Harden, downhill, off the glass, so good at that. And then Collins running in transition. Gets the deep catch. Going against Pritchard, just goes over the top. So they're getting layups, we're getting jumpers. We got to kind of mix that up. When we were driving it, playing in transition, that's how we built our lead.
Let's take the comforts of home presented by Bernie and Phil's. Choose from their 2 best offers during the best of the best event. You're looking at Nemish Keita. Look at his numbers at home. 86% from the floor. He's a plus 31.2 per 100 possessions.
Well, he's coming back in the game right now.
And he made 20 field goals in a row, and he started this game with a few makes. He had made 20 straight shots at home. He's now missed a couple. 8 and 6 for this game as he watches from the bench. Dick Light points out that the highest home field goal percentage in the league belongs to Keita by a mile, 86. Ryan Kalkbrenner is second, 77.5%.
That's that Northwestern kid?
Creighton.
Oh. Dick Light. What is the record for home field goal percentage all time?
Ooh, Luka Garza for 3. Celtics needed that to stop the run.
Anytime a big sets a screen and causes the defense to collapse, you're going to get an open shot.
Celtics shooting above 45% from downtown. Clippers just 30%. Luka's got 10 points. Joe Mazzulla with just 3 timeouts left. Harden finds Zubac and 1.
Clippers run great action, man. They do. They just have like great out of timeout plays, good baseline play. on this play right here, Garza was twisted around because he thought that they were setting a cross screen for Zubac. When that cross screen occurred, James Harden drove the ball. So he's dealing with the cross screen. That's why he was late on the help.
Zubac will bring this up every time, but he did play for the Lakers, and they traded him and Michael Beasley for Mike Muscala. And we're not going to hate on Moose, a Minnesota native who played for the Celtics, but that was lopsided. There's 2 for Jaylen Brown.
No, that trade made no sense.
They just gave up on it.
I think the Lakers just needed to cut money, but it wasn't a smart move.
There's Kobe Sanders. Final 3 minutes of the third, and the rookie comes up short, out of bounds. Foul on Shireman.
Oh, Shireman was battling. All right, I like this play. Jaylen Brown being aggressive. Gets hit, spins. And that's not 15 to 19, but it's still effective.
Yeah, against an all-defensive team center. Ivica Zubac, who's back at the free throw line. You asked Dick Leip about record for field goal percentage at home during a season.
Yes.
Rudy Gobert.
Oh.
About 74% a few years ago. Hey, weeknights at 6:30, tune in for our Bella Early Edition with Trenny. Trenny Casey takes a deep dive into the biggest sports stories of the day.
No doubt, Celtics do a great job developing bigs. You think about, I was watching Cornette the other day.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing a great job down in San Antonio. Keita came here a couple years ago. He's been improving. Now he's starting, and he keeps getting better and better.
Brown creates some space. Harden couldn't secure the rebound. Pritchard does. And a foul. It's on James Harden, who disagrees with Sean Wright. First foul on the beard.
All right, it's a totally different matchup now with Lopez out there. Keita is going to have to be able to guard and get back to his man at the 3. They might end up putting Keita on somebody different.
Again, 2 screens for Brown. He draws 2 injuries.
Yeah.
He gets it back from Keita and tried to posterize Lopez. Man, Jaylen Brown moving with authority there.
How about Keita getting to the right, but look, that's good spacing and the give and go out of the double team. That's awesome. I'm telling you, Drew, this would have been play worthy if he would have threw it down. That's a whole nother animal for a big. How do you handle double teams from the wing, not just the top? Keita, he had that right away. I love that stuff because being in the right position is the first step towards like having the ability to be great. There's so many good players or players in this league that don't ever make that next step because they don't know how to play or they don't know where to go. Keita is learning that stuff on the fly right now.
Brown missed both free throws. Keita almost had the offensive rebound. It's an 11-point lead for the Celtics as Minot picks up Harden at half court. Now Shireman. Harden going right. The step back mid-range. Missed it. Kissed every inch of the iron. Wouldn't fall. Harden got it back. Double team. Bogdanovic is open.
I don't know why he went on that one. Keita's just got to stay home.
There's the extended run. Celtics got off to a great start in the quarter. Clippers have responded as Brown hits the gas.
Good read by Jaylen Brown, waiting for Keita to seal and attack.
20 points for JB. Pritchard's the top scorer with 26. Harden going through Shireman. And 2 more for James Harden, up to 16.
And Harden's just a hooper, man. He knows how to get his buckets.
Brown doubled, out to Shireman. Pritchard trying to shake Sanders, the rookie. Playground P for 2.
Payton Pritchard gave him that body on the fadeaway.
A season high 28 for Payton Pritchard. Harden too strong. Rebound to Brown.
Celtics to play 3 for 2. They shoot the ball around 52 seconds.
It's Brown. Shireman had it. Celtics ball. Baylor, Shireman, good effort.
Great hustle. Watch Pritchard give Sanders the body right there. Get off me as I drift and stick it.
Best field goal percentage in the league in the paint, non-restricted area. Payton Pritchard, Nikola Jokic is second. Queta the step through. Let's see if the Clippers go 2 for 1. Bogdanovich has it. They're going to clear out for him. Offensive rebound and the deuce for Kobe Sanders. Back down to an 8-point game. Pritchard, the fake, the feed. Queta can't finish. Great play by Payton Pritchard, but Celtics can't cash it in.
Yeah, Lopez did a good job at the rim.
Shot and game clock basically the same. Clippers have made this a game. Harden works on Pritchard, the big step back. That's trademark for James Harden. Pritchard a chance for a heave. Ooh, he was close again. Pritchard at 14 in the quarter. The Celtics looked like they were getting ready to bury the Clippers early in that third. But the Clips show some winning DNA. Cut it to a 5-point game, and all of a sudden, got ourselves a ball game. Fourth quarter is next. And it's a 5-point game as we start the fourth quarter. Celtics led it by 24. Clippers have cut it all the way to 90-85. Time for the road to victory, brought to you by Sullivan Tire. We're always here to get you there.
Got to defend without fouling. Clippers had 12 free throw attempts in that third quarter and attacked the paint. Whether it be a paint to kick out or a paint to score, we got to get the ball into the paint.
Let's check the stats through 3 by Jason Stone, Injury Lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone.
I mean, the stats show that the Celtics should be dominating this game, but somehow with the free throws, the Clippers are in this ball game right now.
Their second chance points have improved as Queta fouls Bogdanovich, and he's going to the free throw line with a chance to make this a one-possession game.
Yeah, Queta too far up the floor on this screen and roll. He ended up getting beat. Queta pursued the ball, but there's the foul right there. I'm surprised they're going with Queta against Lopez. I would think that they would put Garza in there, or even you can even go with Minot. Lopez, you could treat him like a small. You don't have to treat him. I mean, you can't guard him with like Payton Pritchard, but you can guard him with some guys with length, like a Josh Minot.
Celtics fans hoping he'll miss the free throw for some free French fries as Joe Mazzulla looks on. Let's go over to Abby.
We've got an update on Derek Jones Jr., who went down with that knee injury late in the second quarter. As you'd expect, he is out with a right knee. They will also be without Jordan Miller, their second-year player. He is out with a hamstring injury that's been bothering him all season.
So the shorthanded Clippers, they outscored the Celtics by 19 in the last 8 minutes of the third quarter. Anthony Simons off the mark. He's only played 8 minutes in this game, Simons, and he hasn't scored.
Yeah, they need his offense with this group.
Bogdanovich gets it back. Queta defends him on the perimeter. That's what you're talking about, Scal. They really don't have a guy for Queta to defend. Bogdanovich, bad pass. Shireman lost a shoe. Brown goes to the basket, missed it. There's Kobe Sanders, the rookie. Foul on Batum. Going the other way.
Good job by Derek White. These are winning plays. All right, take a look. Derek White, not allowed to run into a screen like that. He knew it, goes down. That's a turnover for the Clippers.
Jeff Van Gundy talking to Derek White. Can't believe that he got that call. Oh, we've talked about it a bunch today. The Celtics struggles in clutch games. If this one goes down to the wire, Celtics will try to buck that trend. Brown somehow tight ropes the baseline. Out to Simons. This is where he can thrive. Over Batum, he missed the shot. Brown saves it. White almost had it. Out of bounds off of... Oh, it's the Celtics ball.
The Clippers are checking their own Green Lantern.
No challenge.
No challenge. Clippers only have 3 timeouts left. Both teams with 3.
How about that play by JB to keep it alive? Some congestion out top. White, the pocket pass. Kata takes it in and scores.
Sweet. Catching the ball in the short roll. Look to the corner. That got taken away. Kata kept his composure with a soft touch in the lane.
10-7 for Neemias Queta. Shireman working hard defensively. Bogdanovic to Lopez. Simons closed out. 5 to shoot. Brown defends Sanders. Bogdanovic has to hoist. Missed it. Rebound to Brown.
Maybe one of our best defensive possessions of the day.
Here's JB over Lopez for 3.
They love that steady diet of pick and roll at Lopez. Good job by Jaylen Brown stepping up and knocking it down.
Steadying things for Joe Mazzulla's team. Timeout Clippers. Size fry with any $2 minimum purchase in the McDonald's app tomorrow. Tonight, they miss for McDonald's. Offer only valid at participating McDonald's locations. McDonald's app download and My McDonald's reward registration required. Terms apply. See Celtics.com/McDonald's for offer details.
Time now for the FW Web assist. Let me rephrase that. Here's the Hyundai Drive test. Drive a new Hyundai today at your local Hyundai dealer. It is Kata getting the ball, watch his eyes, looks to the corner, and shows off the touch right over Lopez. Love it. That is your Hyundai Drive.
Nicely done. Out of the Clippers timeout.
Oh, come on.
A steal by Brown. Simons is with him. JB and 1.
Look how calm Jaylen Brown is in transition. He gets to steal. Look at his composure. Pushes it, goes high, finishes. It's like he's in the layup lines.
That's like when you're riding with your friend and they go like 100 miles an hour on the highway and they're just chill about it. You're like buckled up.
I don't have friends like that, Drew.
How about Jaylen Brown? 26 points and 22 points off of turnovers now for the Celtics.
Defense, I can already tell, it's picked up a little bit. Oh, they got to keep flying around.
Sanders for 3.
That's the whole thing about the NBA. You got to play it all the way to the end. I like the energy, but you got to play that thing all the way to the end.
Clippers hanging around. 8-point game. Brown finds Queta. Neemias Queta 5 for 11 from the floor. Bogdanovic splits 2. Hard off glass. Makes the shot.
Doing just enough, huh? These Clippers doing just enough to stay within striking distance.
Doing this without Harden right now. We'll see when he comes back in. He's already played 30 minutes. Oh, good anticipation from Dunn. Couldn't save it, though. He was on the sideline. And a change of possession. So a fresh 24 for the Celtics.
Yeah, so that takes years of practice, the pick and roll, to start reading the second defender, the third defender. Dunn did a great job on that.
Well, JB DeRozan went over to the scorer's table and said no change of possession, so 8 seconds to shoot for the C's. Queta takes a seat. Garza returns. Out there with Brown, Simons, White, and Shireman. JB flashes. Blocked by Batum. And then Bogdanovic just runs into Garza and gets the whistle.
It's a second team foul. Remember, with James Harden, you can't get into foul trouble. That's a good block. Good defense by Batum.
Dunn threw it away. Zubac can't save it. Luka Garza never touched it.
Backcourt violation, Celtics ball.
Good to have JVG back in this building. Looking for Tyronn Lue now. Brown, lefty push. Garza, and one. Luka Garza.
Garza's absolute workhorse. JB is going to work, but Garza never stops moving or fighting for a position. There's the pump fake, there's the throw. Look at Garza, gets it back. Those are huge plays in the fourth.
Team second, Garza has one shot.
In the quick routine, when he's on the floor, it's almost like good things happen whenever you put it near the basket. Like just get pucks on net and he'll get the rebound.
Yeah, he does a lot of good things, does a lot of winning plays. And so does Keita. Both those guys are doing a great job.
Keita not out there right now with Zubac on the floor for the Clippers. Dunn inside, got the foul. Kind of put his head down. Got bailed out by the whistle.
Yeah, I thought it's pretty good defense by Shireman. Look, his hands were up.
Foul was on number 52, Luka Garza. That is his 6th.
Fouls on Garza.
It was. He got to be square. Anytime you go and guard a guy, if you're turned one way or another, and he goes into your body, and you're standing in that restricted area, you're gonna be in trouble.
All right, so Keita returns. Garza sits. Luka Garza in wins for the Celtics averages more than 11 points. In losses, 2.5 as he sits with his 6th foul. I think probably Keita the rest of the way here.
Well, I was just thinking that if Zubac goes out of the game, I'm putting my eye at the 5. 8 minutes straight in the fourth quarter. That might be a lot for Keita.
Dunn just missed for McDonald's. Fries for everybody. Here is Keita. Looking for an outlet. It's Brown. Brown inside. And a foul on Bogdanovic puts Jaylen Brown back at the line.
Jaylen Brown is so strong. Watch this catch. Watch how he decides to go to the baseline side. Sanders on his back. It doesn't matter. He's got a few of those at the rim. I think he's missed every one of them, but at least he's attacking. This time he'll get 2 out of it.
See Jaylen Brown close to a double-double. Missed another free throw, though, now 3 for 6. Hey, celebrate the holidays in style. Book a Celtics suite and host your family, friends, and employees for a holiday party. Visit Celtics.com/holiday hosting to learn more.
So Harden returns, obviously a factor. And the biggest key is to somehow stay out of the penalty until the last 2 minutes with Harden.
Now Celtics with 3 fouls already in the quarter. Clippers have taken 25 free throws compared to just 10 for the Celtics. Harden has as many free throws on his own as the Celtics do as a team.
So they double teaming Zubac early, they do it again.
Yep, Shireman comes over to help Keita. The pass for Sanders, knocked out by Brown with 9 to shoot.
It's the ultimate sign of respect from another coach when they double team you.
You see Christian Gonzalez in the background there, sitting courtside, maybe watching an NFL game right now.
It looks like he is.
A little second screen action. Here's Zubac. Missed it with the left hand. Walsh claims the rebound. Brown going back to work. He's been busy today. That continues. 29 for JB.
Brown did a good job of coming off that screen and snaking it back to the other side to get James Harden on his backside. Just elevates himself out of trouble and knocks it down.
Sanders, bad pass. Shireman knocked it out. And Baylor Shireman says it was not me.
Oh. Joe Mazzulla gonna trust him?
Oh yeah, green light special.
Jaylen Brown keeping Harden on his backside and just elevates. Good job by Keita getting behind Zubac. We got a green light special. And Joe Mazzulla trusted Baylor Shireman.
Oh, let's see if he's right.
By your New England Chevy dealers. By Jason Stone Injury Lawyers.
All right, so this is what they are looking at. Celtics challenge, and there it is. It's overturned off of Zubac. So Baylor Shireman rewarded for telling the coaches to challenge, and the Celtics 2-0 on challenges today.
You think, so Baylor Shireman's fighting his way to get rotational minutes. If you take one of Joe Mazzulla's timeout and you ask for a challenge and you don't get it, you might not play for a month.
Have a seat. Right next to me.
So for Shireman, he better be certain that you're going to win that challenge.
Well, the order is Shireman says, it wasn't me. Look at it. Joe looks down the bench. There's a Green Lantern, Matt Reynolds, and Emil Jefferson looking at the tablet. If they like what they see, they'll pop the challenge, and they've won them both today. Oh, Brown in his bag. Jaylen Brown with 31.
I think Jaylen Brown knows that the narrative out there is the fourth quarter. How are we going to be good in the fourth quarter in tight games? And he looks different this fourth quarter.
Harden the drive and kick. Shireman tried to take the charge. Instead, it's a John Collins three. The Clippers just refuse to go away.
No, they just keep hanging around, making timely plays defensively or timely shots offensively.
Brown finds Keita, sprays it out. Walsh, the pump, the drive, skip it. White. Great possession. Missed the shot, though. Zubac, the rebound.
Big defensive stop right here. You want to keep this thing at double digits.
Bogdanovich, Zubac, pick and roll. Bogdanovich missed the shot. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. He's got a double-double with 31 and 10. It's his 17th career 30-10 double-double in the regular season, which ranks 10th in Celtics history, and he just got tripped by Zubac.
Going back to that rebound, that was huge. Zubac was about to get the board. Jaylen Brown came from the corner. Call that an engaged rebound. Gets it back, but Jaylen Brown, he's been operating in the midi. There he is with the snap back and the step back. Nothing but net. So it's got to go. Only got 10. Got to get into their stuff quicker.
GB's got 11 points in the fourth. Gives it back to White. Gets it back with the shot clock low. Here he goes again. Fadeaway comes up short. Walsh trying to time it up with Harden. He takes it to the basket. Blocked by Derek White. The best shot blocking guard in the league. And Brown leaves it. Keita. He got his own. No foul. Nimi. Try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
So great pass by Jaylen Brown. Nimi in the right position, but look at the relentlessness, keeps going after it. Again, finishes strong.
He's got to be the anchor with Luka Garza on the bench, fouled out. Pritchard's back in the game. He's got a season-high 28 points. Starters are out there for Joe. Bogdanovich hits it as we're in the final 5 minutes. Presented by Eastern Bank. Join us for good. Brown going to work that push dribble. He's got a bunch of attention on him right now. JB spots the clock. Switched on to Bogdanovich. Good hands from Harden. 5 to shoot.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
This is going to Jaylen Brown.
White inbounds right in front of the Chisholm family.
Oh, he ran for Pritchard. Oh.
Flash. Lob it in. Keita. Risky pass. 10-point lead. Oh, nice move from Harden. Put Pritchard on the parquet, and then James Harden scored. And Pritchard is grimacing.
Yeah, they tweaked that ankle. I think Harden, not on purpose, inadvertently kicked Payton Pritchard and kind of tweaked his ankle.
After a slow start for James Harden. Another day at the office for him. Brown around Bogdanović, missed the shot. Harden tried to track down the rebound. He got it. Here's Kobe Sanders playing late minutes. Bogdanović nearly blocked by Queta. Sanders has it. Harden walks into it. Made the three. This is a 5-point game again. James Harden stone cold.
Yeah, Queta did a good job of making Bogdanović miss, but he was out of the play, so they gave up the offensive rebound. Harden stuck a big shot.
Listen to this crowd. There goes Pritchard. Finds Brown in the corner.
All right, so this would be a clutch game. Remember, numbers not good during the clutch.
Earlier this year, Derek White said, I think we're going to be in a lot of close games. There are things we can learn and grow from, but it'd be nice to win some. They're 2-5 in clutch, and James Harden's going back to the free throw line. They don't have a challenge.
Yeah, they use both of them. Won both of them. All right, here's Harden. Yeah, it's a tough call, man. All right, so right here, James Harden. Oh, yeah. I thought he got kicked. Pritchard just turned his ankle, sliding backwards.
Pascal,
Pritchard's tying up those shoes nice and tight right now.
Do you think if you win both coaches' challenges, you should get another one?
Only in the playoffs, not in the regular season.
And you see the clutch numbers for the Celtics, one of the worst teams in the league in clutch situations. The net rating overall is 7th in the league for Joe Mazzulla's team. When they win, they tend to win big. But the losses, for the most part, have been close games. And you see the Clippers have scored 9 in a row to make this a 3-point score. Under 3 to play. D. White leaves it. Queta scores it.
D. White's really patient on the pick and roll. He's going to keep going to the basket until Zubac engages in him. And late dump off for Queta.
9 assists for Derek White. Kobe Sanders on the drive. Queta the challenge. Brown the rebound. Hit it ahead for Walsh, going right at Harden. He's fouled.
Great play by Jaylen Brown. Don't slow it down. You've had a lot of success pushing the basketball. So Jaylen Brown comes up with the loose ball, pushes it. Walsh elevates. It's a good hard foul by James Harden. You know, part of the Celtics struggles also. They've only taken 11 free throws, but they're only 7 of 11. So, got to make your free throws.
Walsh at the line. Tyronn Lue will take a timeout. 2.5 to play. So the Clippers 1 timeout remaining as they trail by 6.
Yeah, it's a strange one. Yeah, really strange timeout. I would think he would sit on it, but I think he kind of understands the severity of the next possession. If it is 112-105 after this, the Clippers have to score, and Tyronn Lue is pretty good on that whiteboard to draw something up.
So one more free throw coming for Walsh. Reminder, the next game for the Celtics Tuesday night against the Nets. Our coverage starts at 6:30 with pregame live. Stream all our games on the NBC Sports app thanks to your New England Cadillac dealers, official luxury vehicle of the Boston Celtics.
No skipping on the program on this game. Time now for the FW Webb assist. Derek White, he comes off, engages Zubac, and then over to Queta for the quick finish. You didn't get my joke. You're going to have to study this for this game. Let's take a look again. As Queta finishes.
And for assists with plumbing, water systems, environmental remediation, and more, the pros go to FW Webb. You're telling me I need to study up on all those Nets players?
Yeah.
Who I might not know so much about already?
No, I'm gonna quiz you during the game.
Oh, boy.
Name this guy's father.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What's his brother's cousin? Who does he play for?
I've never been so nervous. I feel like I'm walking into an ACT Tuesday in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Stay tuned for that. Walsh 1 for 2 coming into this game, and he makes both here. 2 big ones. See what Ty Lue drew up in that timeout.
He'll have something. I guarantee it. He'll have something up his sleeve.
It's Walsh hounding Harden. With those quick active hands, Harden got by him. Ended up on the ground and no foul.
Yeah, nothing really. Celtics playing 5-on-4, but it looks like they're slowing it down.
Walsh has 8 rebounds. Led to a triple, missed it. Pritchard Zubats the board. Harden sees Bogdanovic. Finds Sanders, expected to find the hands of Harden again. Zubats instead. Over Keita, good defense from Nimi.
All right, Celtics need one bucket away here.
That rebound was Jaylen Brown's 13. They lead by 7 inside of 2 minutes. It's Derek White in the pick and roll. The change of direction. The triple. Check your pocket. I think there's a win in there.
Huge shot, Derek White.
Harden quiets him down for the moment. He's got 28, 7 rebounds, 8 assists.
Tough, man.
Right around his season averages. He'll be the oldest in NBA history to maintain those for a full season if he does. White snake in the ball screen. Still in control. Zubats the rebound. Clippers, remember, just 1 timeout. Final minute of the game. John Collins streaking to the cup.
Can't give up a transition basket. You're not crashing the boards hard enough to give that up late in the game.
Bogdanovic almost had the steal. Brown still got it. Celtics trying to milk some clock here. Leading by 2 possessions. Derek White again. Inside Keita. Missed it. Ty Lue will hang on to his final timeout. They're looking for threes. Harden over Walsh. Fouled. A foul on Jordan Walsh. It's his 5th. And James Harden goes to the line with a chance to make this a 3-point game.
Man, I felt like Harden kicked that leg out. But you can't challenge it, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, he definitely kicked the leg out. Someone tell the guy behind me we don't have any more challenges.
It's just so annoying. Learn the rules if you can.
But I didn't think that was bad defense. I thought James Harden kicked the leg out.
Now they're going to review this to see if it's a flagrant foul because Walsh might have been in the airspace of Harden.
That would be 3 in the ball. And they can't flip the call, no. And it's not going to be a flagrant foul.
No, this is a massive review.
So if you watch Harden, he kind of elevates up and watch that left leg kind of kick out.
Your NBC colleague Reggie Miller mastered that. That's not going to be flagrant.
It's really not a foul. It's not a foul.
Determined that there was no reckless closeout on this play. The call will stand 3 shots.
All right, 3 shots for Harden. Hey, coming up after the game, it's Post Game Live, presented by the New England Ford dealers.
It's amazing what Harden could do at his age still. 28, 7, and 8, only 2 fouls. He was all over the place. He doesn't get cooked defensively either.
One of the most prolific free throw shooters in NBA history, James Harden. Ty Lue puts Chris Dunn back in there. Joe Mazzulla will counter with Anthony Simons replacing Walsh. Thinking about this next possession.
Yeah, they might not call timeout. Knowing that they have it if they need it, but they might not call timeout.
Yeah, 2 timeouts for Joe Mazzulla. Harden calmly sinks all 3.
So just got to get it over. 21 on the clock.
Yeah, Pritchard does that, but he's doubled, finds Brown, who's open for the jam.
Big time play, Pritchard.
And now Ty Lue takes his final timeout. Jaylen Brown makes this a 5-point game.
That's a huge play from Pritchard. Most people would be thinking about just getting it over the timeline. Pritchard kept his head and eyes up, super aggressive. Here he goes. Gets past the timeline, head is up, 3 guys on him, finds Jaylen Brown for the easy 2. I love Payton Pritchard playing point guard for this team. I feel like our offensive rating is so much better with him out there. He just makes simple plays, not even passing just to get assists. Tonight, he only had 2 assists. That was his second. But he's constantly just hitting the guys in position so they can go
for an NBA Cup game.
Good stretch for the C's. And 2 days off. Basically 1 game in 3 days. Then you play the Orlando Magic coming into the building. This could be like that turning point of your season.
That'll be our first look at the parquet with a cup court.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 2 cup games on the road, Philly and Orlando. Harden's got the hot hand in the 4th. Clippers need a miracle here. White closing out on Harden. Made the shot. Goodness gracious. Celtics still have 2 timeouts. Joe Mazzulla's not taken one yet.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, there's the timeout.
Man, how does Harden do it? My man has 34.
Oh, yeah. And I think he missed, 6 of his first 7 shots.
Yeah, it wasn't looking promising early for the Clippers, but look at Harden, how he can create his own space. I mean, that's a tough shot.
James Harden had 5 points in the first half. He's got 29 in the second half. He's been doing that for almost 2 decades.
So we always talk about LeBron and how much he could play. How many more years? If Harden is doing this in the second half, how many more years he has?
Yeah, that's a good question. Doesn't seem like he's slowing down that much. All right, so out of this timeout.
No, we're just trying to get the ball in. They're going to foul right away. Yeah, we'll advance the ball. We'll probably put a few guys in the backcourt, get it in bounds. Derek White, Pritchard, maybe even Jaylen Brown. But you got to make 2. Or if you don't, and they got to go full court, and you're only up by 3, if you only make 1 of 2, you're probably better off fouling.
Well, in perfect world, get fouled, make them both. 2-score game. Take some of the drama out of it. Hauser is back on the floor. Elite free throw shooter. It's him, Brown, Pritchard, White, and Simons. All guys with pure strokes. Zubats defends the inbounder, Hauser. Sam trying to get it in. He finds White, who was maybe the 3rd or 4th read on that play, and White's fouled by Collins. Sam had to work through his progressions there. Clippers denied pretty much everyone.
Big free throws.
2 for 2 at the line today. Walsh returns. Remember, the Clippers do not have a timeout. If he misses, do you foul?
I do. But you don't want to say those things. to your team when Jarek White is standing at the free throw line.
Talk about when he makes it. And he does. 4-point game. Here's James Harden. Barely missed in the second half. Holy smokes. They got to inbound it. They've got a timeout, and they use their final timeout.
Man, how is James Harden doing this?
He's got 28 in the second half.
Man, incredible. And you can't get into his airspace. So if you watch Jaylen Brown challenge, this is the best you could do. Just go up, pull your hands back. James Harden might be able to play for another 5 years.
He has passed the Big O for most career games by a guard with at least 15 free throw attempts. 129 times in his career he's taken at least 15 free throws, including today. As you look at the experience, Abu Dhabi camp. So same thing here, right? So just get the ball in bounds. You can throw it in the backcourt.
Yeah, and don't do anything like don't get cute. You know, get it and throw it up in the air. Nothing like that. Just catch it and get fouled. Don't do anything crazy. I've seen that stuff backfire. All right, let me think about this here. James Harden, how is he doing this? He's 9 of 21, 37 points. I feel like he hasn't missed in the second half.
It does feel like that. He was 1 for 7 from the floor in the first half. 1 for 7. Makes him 8 for 14 overall in the second half. Same deal. Hauser to inbound. Found White last time. He made both free throws. This time it's Pritchard, and he's fouled 1.6.
LA foul is on number 1, James Harden.
Third foul on Harden.
Team limit. Payton Pritchard will be at the line.
Pritchard's first trip to the line today.
Now, at 1.6, I'm not fouling. You know, I don't care what the score is. I'm not fouling.
Walsh returns to defend on the final possession. Will it be a 2 or 3 point lead for the Celtics? Clutch, Payton Pritchard, 2 free throws. 1.6 left, the Clippers need a 3. They don't have a timeout. Dunn, the baseball pass. We're trying to go Leitner style. Zubats finds Harden. Missed it. That would have tied the game. The Celtics dodge the final bullet and win it 121 to 118.
How did James Harden get wide open?
He drew that up without a timeout.
Good call, man, on the Leitner.
But that was Leitner with a wrinkle.
Only like 10% of our audience knew that. All right, look at that. Full court to Zubac, to the hottest man in the building, and he goes short with it.
Clippers bench couldn't believe it.
I don't think James Harden couldn't believe it.
And he went right over to Sam Cassell.
Yeah, Sam used to be an assistant.
Man, a lot of second half from James Harden, but the Celtics, by the skin of their teeth,
man,
win this one in regulation. Player of the game brought to you by the Chevy Silverado. Head to your New England Chevy dealer where new models are arriving weekly. Secure yours today.
I mean, Jaylen Brown once again awesome, getting to his spots, rebounding, steals, and when we needed it in the fourth quarter, 13 in the fourth quarter, making things happen.
Jaylen Brown delivered when the Celtics need it again. Next game Tuesday night against the Nets. Our coverage starts at 6:30 with pregame live presented by TD Bank. Stream all our games on the NBC Sports app thanks to your New England Cadillac dealers. Up next, Celtics postgame live brought to you by the New England Ford dealers. Paul Lucy is our producer. Jim Edmonds our director. For Dick Lipe and the entire crew. Thanks for hanging. Talk to you in a minute for the postgame.
music.